Chapter 4 Biomes. Warm-up. Biomes are enormous ecological areas on the Earth's surface with animals and plants adapting to their environment. Biomes are often defined by abiotic factors such as temperature, climate, relief, geology, soils, and vegetation. A biome is not an ecosystem, although in a way it can look like a huge ecosystem. On taking a closer look, plants or animals in any of the biomes will be noticed with special adaptations that make them fit to survive in that particular area. Many units of ecosystems within one biome can also be seen. There are 5 major categories of biomes. In these 5 categories, there are many sub-biomes under which there are many more well-defined ecosystems. Fact to know: there may be more than 5 classifications of biomes because scientists classify biomes in slightly different ways. For example, aquatic biomes are classified into 2, marine biomes and freshwater biomes. Both have very clear similarities and differences, but they are all aquatic biomes. The desert biomes. They are the hot and dry deserts, semi-arid deserts, coastal deserts, and cold deserts. The aquatic biomes. Aquatic biomes are grouped into 2, freshwater biomes, lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, and wetlands, and marine biomes, oceans, coral reefs, and estuaries. There are 3 main biomes that make up forest biomes. These are the tropical rainforest, temperate and boreal forests, also called the taiga. The grassland biomes. There are 2 main types of grassland biomes, the savanna grasslands and the temperate grasslands. The tundra biomes. There are 2 major tundra biomes, the Arctic tundra and the alpine tundra. Biomes have a key role in supporting life on Earth. For example, the aquatic biome is home to millions of fish species and the source of the water cycle. It also plays a very important role in climate formation. The terrestrial biomes provide foods, enrich the air with oxygen, and absorb carbon dioxide and other toxic gases from the air. They also help to regulate climate on the Earth. Food chains. All living things need to feed, to get energy, to grow, to move, and to reproduce. What do these living things feed on? Smaller insects feed on green plants, and bigger animals feed on smaller animals, and so on. This feeding relationship in an ecosystem makes the food chain. Food chains are usually in a sequence. Energy transfer. Energy is transferred along food chains from one level to the next. Though some of the energy is used up in growth, reproduction, repair of torn tissues of body, movement and other ways, and not made available to the next level. Fact to know: shorter food chains retain more energy than longer chains. Used up energy is absorbed by the environment. Trophic levels of food chains. The levels of a food chain, food pyramid, are called trophic levels. The trophic level of an organism is the level it holds in a food pyramid. The sun is the source of all the energy in food chains. Green plants, the first level of any food chain, absorb some of the sun's light energy to make their own food by process of photosynthesis. Green plants, autotrophs, are therefore known as producers in a food chain. The second level of the food chain is the primary consumers. These consume the green plants. Animals in this group are usually herbivores. Examples include insects, sheep, caterpillars, and even cows. The third level in the food chain is the secondary consumers. These usually eat up the primary consumers. They are commonly called carnivores, and examples include lions, snakes, and cats. The fourth level of food chain is tertiary consumers. These are animals that eat secondary consumers. Predators are at the top of the levels, having little or no natural enemies. They are the kings of their ecosystems. Predators feed on prey. A prey is an animal that predators hunt to kill and feed on. Predators are animals like eagles, hawks, owls, crocodiles, and sharks. When any organism dies, detrivores like vultures, worms, and crabs eat them up. The rest are broken down by decomposers, mostly bacteria and fungi, and the exchange of energy continues. Decomposers start the cycle again. Fact to know: humans who eat meat of different animals can also be called predators. Points to remember: a biome is not an ecosystem, although in a way it can look like a huge ecosystem. Aquatic biomes are grouped into two: freshwater biomes, lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, and wetlands, and marine biomes, oceans, coral reefs, and estuaries. There are three main biomes that make up forest biomes. These are the tropical rainforest, temperate and boreal forests, also called the taiga. The aquatic biome is home to millions of fish species and the source of the water cycle. All living things need to feed, to get energy, to grow, to move, and to reproduce. The feeding relationship in an ecosystem makes the food chain. The levels of a food chain, food pyramid, are called trophic levels. Green plants, autotrophs, are therefore known as producers in a food chain. The fourth level of a food chain is called tertiary consumers. Exercise.